This program was brought to you by PennyMac TPO. Visit tpo.pennymac.com to learn more about becoming a partner and starting your journey to greatness. With the people, products, and technology to take you there, it's why they say, at PennyMac, greatness lives here.
Welcome to The Interest. I'm Christine Stewart.
And I'm Mike Savino. And Christine, welcome back from New Orleans.
Thanks. The Ultimate Mortgage Expo was my very first conference, and it was so amazing to see all the deals being made on the floor. And Mike, while I was gone, you talked to an expert about how to prepare for these types of conferences.
Yeah, I did, because there's still plenty of networking opportunities throughout the summer. In fact, we'll be in Vegas next month for the Originator Connect. And if you're going to join us, it's important that you start your planning before you get there.
Folks really need to think about what goes into the pre-show as well as the post-show and planning what that looks like to be successful.
Are you planning to attend any conferences or events? There are plenty of chances to network over the next couple of months, including Originator Connect in Las Vegas in August. But you can't just show up if you want to get the most out of the event.
So many folks think about what they put into that effort when they're on site, but they really need to think about the before as well as the after too.
That starts with planning before you get there. RCN Capital Chief Marketing Officer Erica LaCentra says whatever your networking objectives are, look and see who will be there. Reach out ahead of time and try to schedule some time to talk.
A lot of people, before they even get to a show, have meetings set up ahead of time. So if you're just going in cold, you may be late to the game, truly.
Everyone has an objective when networking, but that doesn't mean things should feel transactional. Spend a few minutes establishing a connection before jumping into business.
You can't go in hot with just talking about business. Like, open the conversation in a way that's conversational.
LaCentra also keeps notes of every conversation and uses that to maintain a connection later on. She says you should connect with someone within a few days and put the ball in their court. Ask open-ended questions about how to proceed with a potential purchase or career opportunity.
If you let more than a week go by after that event's ended, you're really missing out on truly any opportunity you had.
For the Mortgage News Network, I'm Mike Savino.
But folks,
can't afford a home in your neighborhood? Redfin says an increasing number of buyers are relocating to find an affordable home. Florida is seeing more home buyers move, with Miami being the most popular destination in the second quarter. And moves from San Diego and San Antonio are more common. Meanwhile, migration to Phoenix, Sacramento, Las Vegas, and Dallas have all started to slow from last year. That's because of affordability. In Phoenix, prices rose 20% over the past year, and in Vegas, they rose 23%.
Two more banks have seen their earnings drop in the second quarter. Bank of America, the country's second biggest bank, reported $6.2 billion in earnings for the second quarter. That's down almost a third from a year ago. BOA said this morning that revenues were up thanks to growth in loan activity and rising interest rates, but the bank still saw profits dip, in part because of a $523 million provision for credit losses that the bank made. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo saw its net income fall even more. The $3.2 billion for the second quarter is a drop of almost a half from last year's number. CEO Charlie Sharp said on the earnings call that market conditions negatively impacted our venture capital, mortgage banking, investment banking, and wealth management advisory businesses. Wells Fargo says its home lending activity in particular was down 53% from a year ago.
Homebuilder confidence continues to fall as the housing market weakens. Builder confidence in newly built single-family homes posted its 7th straight month of decline in July, plunging 12 points. This is the lowest the housing market index has been since May 2020, and it's the largest single-month drop in the history of the index, outside of a 42-point drop in April 2020 at the beginning of the pandemic. Production bottlenecks, rising home building costs, and high inflation are causing many builders to halt construction because the cost of land, construction, and financing exceeds the market value of the home. The home builders have been trying to get Congress to address supply chain problems and the cost of construction, but have so far been unsuccessful.
This program was brought to you by PennyMac TPO. Visit tpo.pennymac.com to learn more about becoming a partner and starting your journey to greatness.
For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to mortgagenewsnetwork.com.